I'm sure we get an agreement from Lacroix that it was a dangerous tackle.
Well, he pulled him down across the chest, in fact, or high up, and he's crashed down. The penalty goes to France. French team having a meeting. These are the reserves of the French side. You see Fabien Gaultier there, the new addition to the team, coming in to be the scrum half standby in today's game.
Tight 5 today, a lot more urgent. Bunce taking the game to the French. Short line out, French call.
25 minutes gone. New Zealand 6, France 3, all penalties so far. Delot, Salah, fast hands again. It doesn't get to Intermac.
Well, I think Intermac there took his eye right off the ball because Sadourney decided he would just flick it through his hands, and Intermac thought he would catch it and give it to him.
Well, Sadourney had to actually just move that ball through the hands, John, as you said, because he had big Jonah Lomo coming in. I think he had a wee look to see the big black truck coming up the middle.
Line-out's even so far. Another good one, though, for Ian Jones and the black pack. Forster. Fitzpatrick. Basham, there's the low drive that he likes to do so well.
Well played, Stephen Basham. He's used the ball, he used the time he had, and he's put it back in behind the French, turning the French. Good defence again, but again, Fitzpatrick made the advantage line, and that's the difference this week.
This is Stephen Basham, who wasn't in the New Zealand squad of 46 not so long ago. The selectors have done a complete U-turn in their thinking, brought him in for the game for this afternoon.
Ian Jones doing some sterling line-out work for New Zealand today.
It's in the hand of Zinzanbrook, so he's attending to the tight work here, as well as outstanding play in the loose. Look at that from the Unisys system, 68% to New Zealand in terms of possession. Intercept! Good night, Nurse! He's a game breaker. And he got the break he was looking for. Emil Intermac.
This is a tragedy for the All Blacks. Watch the pass from Bunce. It doesn't reach his man, and Intermac has come off his wing, and it's goodbye Nurse because he's got pace, and Kerwin makes a dramatic chase, but he's not going to get near him. Right against the run of play.
Oh, tragedy, but just have a look how quickly the blue jerseys are up. That's a dangerous pass when you've got a swarming defence from a French backline. Straight foot race. Steve Basham tried to get there. Ah, dear, that's easy meat.
There's the kick from Lacroix. Through it goes. France now 10, New Zealand 6, and it's 12 minutes to play till halftime.
Intermac hasn't had a great start to the game, but that's one he did catch. He's dropped 2 or 3. Babizier maybe thinking, how lucky can we be?
Maybe the luck that Intermac got there will inspire the French. They've been down and out in the first part of this game. Lacroix. Knocked back by New Zealander. Play on. Timu. He's banged it way back, and the referee has gone back for a knock-on. Well, Laurie Mains, New Zealand can only be philosophical about that and carry on with what they've attempted to do from the start, John.
Absolutely. I mean, they must not get rattled because they've done so many things so well, and they must keep it up. Oops. Bad mistake. Zinzanbrook looking to run before he picked it up.
Bit of sailor flushing language there too, John.
We haven't seen many scrums from the French today, Keith, have we? And here we are. In fact, is this the first?
They've won 1 scrum. Philippe Saint-André, their captain, waiting on the left wing. One world of sport at Eden Park in Auckland, New Zealand. Christophe Delot as France lead by 10 points to 6. Timu waiting. See, that was an excellent kick because he can't kick to touch on the full here. Although they have decided that he was behind the 22.
Marginal call, marginal call. French now for the first time for a long while on attack, having the ball position, having the position to attack from. Wouldn't be at all surprised to see the ball go a little deep.
Yeah, John Hart, you've read the book. Out to midfield. Frank Bunce. Hit hard by Benazi. Matthew Cooper. Kerwin chasing hard through here.
Well played, Matthew Cooper. Cleaned it up. The ball was loose, and he did the only thing. Everyone was up flat, and he put it deep. Well kicked. Certainly, many aspects of the All Black kicking game is much improved today, as is the chase.
Stu Wilson, is that light rain is just spitting? Is that enough to affect the slipperiness of the ball?
Well, it is a little bit, Keith, but it's just drizzling at the moment.
There's the rain just away on the hills behind Eden Park here.
French have been got a penalty here. I think it's Richard Lowe who has been penalised for going across the French line out.
Richard Lowe in the front row. Craig Dowd here was thought to be in the game for a while. The New Zealand selectors flew Mark Allen up as a standby because of the arm problem. Richard Lowe was thought might keep him out of the game, but he's there. His 40th test match this afternoon.
Rain starting to come down a little heavier, I think.
Halfway line. Gonzalez throws. Merle high. Forster. Brewer. Forster again. Fitzpatrick. Good tackling, but the French were up ahead of the last beat, and I don't think we can complain too much about Derek Bevan, but there's Benetton and Lowe. So referee Bevan wants to see Richard Lowe and Philippe Benetton.
Meanwhile, the All Blacks have taken the ball up a few yards to get a pretty valuable couple of yards.
A cursory handshake between the two.
John, I'd like to see more ball brought from... Well, I mean, Olivier Emile was like virtually standing on top of Stu Forster, and that's quite rightly the penalty was given to the All Blacks for offside play. I just wish that Derek Bevan would have a look behind him more often from second and third phase ball, because when we got that intercept pass taken by Intermac, the outside three quarters of the French side are up very quick.
Yeah, although I'm not sure I'd agree on that occasion, because I think the All Blacks caused the problem more than the French. I mean, the long pass, all Intermac did was come off his line.
But I reckon there's more holes around first five and second five.
I think the little chip kick would be awfully dangerous today.
Cooper. Closing the gap up. Just 1 point in it now.
All Blacks deserve to be close. They should be in front, so they've got to hang in here, not lose their composure, keep their control.
6 minutes to go to the half-time break. France 10, New Zealand 9 with the try of the half. The only try of the game so far scored by Emile Intermac. France put in now. There's the try scorer, the runaway. This is good ball for France if they can clear it. Akosabiri, Delo, there's the drop kick. We saw them last week, but this is wide indeed. Now, don't underestimate this man with the drop kick. They scored with 3 last week. 2 to Delo, 1 to Sadourney.
Probably expecting a little too much that time. He was fair way out and far from under. He didn't have as much time.
Cooper sending France back into their own half. This is where they like to run it from, but Sadourney bangs it for the corner, and that's a superb kick by Jean-Luc Sadourney.
I think the All Blacks have got to think about their kicks. They are at 22 time. They are just kicking deep and hoping, really. And they're not, the chase wasn't on there, and Sadourney has turned it back with 60 metres into the corner.
Sean Fitzpatrick, his 58th test match this afternoon. World record holder for most tests as a hooker, and world record holder for most tests in a row.
All Blacks will be looking to drive this ball to get a clean take and put the drive on.
It's on the French side. 5 metres to go. There's some big men in the French pack. The weight is going in. Benazes. Players going over the top.
He has penalised the All Blacks here for killing the ball, killing them all and taking it down, as the French had the All Blacks under pressure. keep your eye on Benazesh, number 1, who eventually, I think, comes out with the ball. He's in the back of the ball at the moment. He's wrestling for the ball. He's got it now. He's driven back by Zinzan Brook. And then the penalty goes against the next players, Brewer and company, going over the top.
All-time great Colin Meads, the All Black team manager, watching from the stands. Lynn Colling, another former All Black, the assistant coach with the coach Laurie Mains. Himself an All Black back in 1976. Lacroix puts the French further into the lead. The French manager is happy. 13 points to 9. That's Guy Laporte.
Well, Lacroix certainly turned into a good goal kicker on this in the test matches, hasn't he, Keith? Didn't look so good early in the tour, but his accuracy is really there today and last week, and he's keeping the French in touch with this game at the moment.
Kick to Roumat. 13 points to 9. France lead. Intermac. He is a fullback, a lot in club play, and he gets his kick away like a fullback then.